Hello. Can you see me? Can you see me now? This is Dr. Jason Munsell. It is about 10 o'clock or so, Sunday morning, February the 12th. I decided to go ahead and get this over. Well, that's the wrong way to put it. I owe you a online lecture because of the hybrid nature of our class. And I also owe you some more things, I think. I don't know, so much stuff going on, you know how it is. I'm very much looking forward to reading your papers. They are due today. A lot of you have already sent me the papers. You'll have to be patient with me and give me some time. I actually read papers that are turned in and give you digital feedback, not only to gauge whether you are learning the content, but also try to improve your writing. So just bear with me. I'm not going to have them all by Tuesday night, but I'll get to them when I can get to them. Right, okay. So last time we were together, face to face, we talked about issues of mythology, and we watched some of the Super Bowl commercials, which I thought were really quite interesting when it comes to various cultural stories and how they get sort of infused into lots of different things. And certainly commercials, even if it's for 84 lumber or for whatever, is caught up in this larger idea of sport and communication. But I'm going to move here back to chapter 3 to discuss issues of media, and this should be pretty brief. Because I'm just going to talk about the traditional sense of media, and I'm enjoying my delicious coffee. By the way, we do have class on Tuesday night. I'm sorry for that. It is Valentine's, but I will make it a lovely class. I still have this. This is a Valentine's card my niece sent me last year. It's Valentine's Day. It's time to monkey around. Listen to this. Love, Jaden the monkey. I call her my little monkey. I call animals monkeys. Little monkeys. Sent my mom some flowers yesterday. It's her first Valentine's without my dad. We'll see how that goes. It's not like they did anything romantic. I mean, maybe my dad would make some chili mac or something. In any case, you can get some Pizza Hut. By the way, did you see online there's various Waffle Houses that are bringing out, the white tablecloths and the fancy cutlery. Oh, because nothing says love like scattered, smothered, and covered. All right. So myth is what we talked about last time. Let's talk about media. I do have the new PowerPoint up for you, so you can follow along or just do whatever the hell you want to do. By the way, one of our alums at Columbia College, from Columbia College, was on CBS this morning. Her name is Sarah Wendell. I don't know her, but she was a little bit before my time. I started at Columbia College in 2003, but she runs an online site regarding romance novels. I might talk about that in my CMC class, but check it out. It's pretty cool. Okay, media stuff. Part 1. The world is flat. Our authors start with this idea from this dude, I call him Tommy, Thomas Friedman. Basically, the idea is, with all the technologies that have been invented over the last 50 years more, that what we did not have access to a while back, we now have access to. So pretty much through live streaming and stuff like that, I can access, so long as it's being streamed or whatever, I can access any sort of sporting event across the globe really at any time if I go through the process of searching for it. The book says here, like I could watch a live cricket match in India. I couldn't have done that 100 years ago. I could have watched a live cricket in my yard. I like crickets. That's my cricket dance. But it's just really interesting that the technology and everything like that has impacted so much of our lives. But in this particular case study, it has impacted sports, how we view sports, our identity as fans, our identity as participants, all the organizations, everything. So, what this chapter focuses on is 4 different aspects of media: traditional media, new media, social media, and user-generated media. And what I will focus on here is just the traditional media stuff. And so when we, and hopefully you've read chapter 3, but I know you've been busy with this first paper, so, and I'll get information about that second paper out soon. But generally, what we're thinking about is that technology has just changed absolutely everything. And one of the big things, obviously, is that it just has made fandom and viewership and everything like that much more pervasive. And sometimes we do think that traditional media is, but that's not necessarily the case. It is still, as the book says, driving the overall media bus. And it talks about the ratings and everything like that. So first, let me reel myself back in. What is traditional media? It's what you think. TV, newspaper, radio, magazines, all that type of stuff. And so it talks about how many viewers the Super Bowl has had. Apparently this last Super Bowl, this couple of weeks ago, was down a little bit, but still like 111, yeah, that's right, 111 million people watched it. That's a lot of people. So in any case, it just talks about, all this stuff. And the more people watch stuff, the more they can jack up prices. Not only of how you get the games and everything like that, but also whatever you use. I have Uverse or AT&T Uverse, so the people have Time Warner, blah blah blah. But they can jack up the prices on their commercial time as well. And so it talks about all this stuff about how pervasive it is, the money and everything like that. But so yeah, pervasive. But then the first little point is, it looks different than it used to look. Media and traditional media. One of the things that it talks about is that there are far fewer beat reporters for newspapers. Folks used to offer vital statistics and game recaps, but usually those are now handled by major broadcast sports news outlets. Sometimes we get outside the lines stories, but sometimes those are offered through other folks, sometimes athletes themselves on Twitter and Facebook and all that type of stuff. So yeah, but it's still there. And then obviously the second little thing they have in here is that some newspapers have taken the sports section out completely. But they do have some stuff devoted to color commentary and everything like that. There's just so much stuff in here. There are magazines that some have gone, and newspapers some have gone, but there's still, they moved to online formats, but there's still a lot of magazines, and there's some very particular magazines like Golf Digest, Sports Illustrated, but again, a lot of folks get some of that stuff online. I remember one of my friends in high school decorated his entire bedroom with Sports Illustrated covers. I'm not sure if people do that anymore or not. We was talking about radio and how radio has changed. And it television, blah, 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 blah. So much stuff here. Okay, so read. one of the things on the online stuff, I'm not going to replay this because you can hit the links. But there's a couple of things that I thought were really interesting, and at least for my day students, this was novel to them. They had never seen this before. Again, I'm not going to do the entire thing, but for those of you who are my age, you probably remember the start of the old time ESPN song. Yeah. That's awesome stuff. And then when ESPN started, whenever it started, I can't remember. It was like the '79 or something like that. It was just really interesting how novel some of the technology was. This second little thing that you can watch is just talking as the '79, September 7th.
But here's a man from Penn Show.
Look at that tie. Man, that's cool.
Along with his son Scott, put it all together.
So,
years ago, tales of Jules Verne and Buck Rogers were made of dreams.
He talks about the technology that
today, modern technology has taken those dreams
and how satellites work, and how they beam up to the satellite to the televisions. I mean, this was remarkable things, remarkable technology. So the idea again here is that technology has changed the way that we consume sports, and then traditional media has sort of changed. Obviously, sports, we don't have just ESPN now. We have ESPN 1 and 2 and 3, the online stuff. We've got ESPN 8, the Ocho. That's a joke. It's from dodgeball. But it's just amazing how things have changed. Now, I'll let you read all this stuff, but here's the big thing that is the most important.